Collective. How are y'all doing on this lovely third of the month? It is January the 3rd, 2025. Yes, we made it to another year. We are all well and what? Alive. Because there's no such thing as trying. You're either doing or you're, we ain't going to say that word out loud because, we don't like to say the D word around here. More life, more life. I wanted to take off my scarf on camera to show you guys how I really, get my natural hair going. If you know, you know. So I use what we call like a stocking, like a slap. They used to have a thing called a slap where it was like a silk in lining on the thing, but I got the cheap version from the beauty supply store. So I used to use this when I had locks, and pretty much it's hollow right in the middle, and it's just a long piece of fabric, and you just slip it on and you basically pineapple your hair without putting a hair tie on it, so it doesn't have that dent in it. And what I do like about it is sometimes it pulls the edges back, right? So what you can do is sometimes tuck the hair behind the ear to fill in the gap from when the hair being pulled back, but then still bring the hair down because it stretches the hair. So when your bangs are like really, really short, this helps bring it down to the front, right? So that's awesome. I love that about this. But more importantly, we just love all things that come with natural hair. So even if it doesn't look perfect, we love it because it's naturally who we are, and we love that, right? Right. So into the new year, right? Day 3 of your new life. What do we have to talk about today? Well, first, let's get into the good word. The good word today says, keep in touch with God. Blessed, happy, fortunate, prosperous, and enviable is the man who walks and lives not in the counsel of the ungodly, following their advice, their plans, and purposes, but his delight and desire are in the law of the Lord. And on his law, the precepts, the instructions, the teachings of God, he habitually meditates, ponders, and studies by day and by night. It's so funny because this rising, I was trying to meditate, but I didn't get the chance to. Well, I kind of did, but it just was really short lived. I'm so used to, when I do meditate, like really like getting into it to the point where I usually fall into a meditative state and I actually have another dream when I wake up. That's from Psalm 1, verses 1 through 2. It says, keep in touch with God today. Stay tuned to his voice. You may have a plan for the day, but God may lead you in a totally different direction. If you're sensitive to the Holy Ghost, be brave enough to flow with what you feel in your heart God wants you to do. Today is going to be a good day. Listen for the voice of God to lead you, to be determined to walk in the Spirit and to stay in the flow of God's leading today. So basically, what that's telling me is we got plans, but God be like, I've been making plans. Oh, Lord, I've been making plans for you. Ooh. So we be having our plans, and God be like, nah, I've been making plans. All right. So let's go ahead and dive into my dream from last night because it was juicy. And now that I've read that, it makes more sense. So I remember in the dream, it seemed like I was getting food to bring it back to the house while everyone was out enjoying. I was enraged and ready to fight some heavier set woman because she had said something to my son or somebody, I believe. She had put her hands on somebody that I knew or something, and I whooped this. Well, I didn't whoop her tail. I just went in and took her by her hair and slammed her down and started punching her in her face and beating her up a little bit. All right. So I don't know who this woman was, but I was like, she made me mad. And then I was at a corner store where there was a cat that had to get set free that was for sale. Like they were going to sell the cat and eat it or something. It was something weird. Then my controlling mother was trying to make complaints on the entire neighborhood. She specifically wanted our neighbor moved though out of the house. She specifically said he had to go, which I guess would make more sense now that we're awake and aware at this lovely rising. I come into the house and it looks like my grandmother's house. I hear a lot of police sirens blaring, and I'm trying to convince everyone that it's not me and I'm not a criminal because I'm going to my grandmother's house, but I know who's there. And lo and behold, it's my ex. And I give the option of three drinks to drink to him. Two of them were the same, and one of them was a particular drink. And I told him, I said, no, this drink here is for my mother. You can't have that one. I'm sorry. So what that screams to me is, as much as I've been sitting here just going with the flow of how everything's been going and just leaving everything, how it was. I remember how I used to be able to protect myself back when I lived at my apartment, when I didn't live with my mom. And I had an ex that just was always, his energy was just always coming in my home, always there, just actively there too much. And I couldn't understand why at this point in time. I was dealing with his energy way more heavier than I ever had. So today, like it just said, listen to God's voice. And God's voice said to tell him no. So I was just like, let me go back to my old way of protecting myself. So I put up the wall, I put up the walls, I put up the barriers. I said, I'm sorry, just not today. Like, you've got to stay in your box today because I need to do things out here for me so that I can be well, right? A lot of the times we forget to do that portion where we make sure that we put up boundaries against the correct people so that we're able to move forward. A lot of the times we'll put up boundaries towards people who actually are there to help you, but you can't tell because of someone else's influence that has become so masked. And the funny thing in the dream was he had a mask on in the dream. And I'm sitting here looking in the dream like, why this man got a mask on his face? If I know who you are, and what's the mask for? And it makes so much more sense right now at this moment when you listen to God's voice. It's because he's been masking his energy behind everybody else's. So everyone else's intentions towards me have been controlled by his intentions towards me. You know what you know. You can influence the minds of many. And that's why a lot of leaders and spiritualists do get incarcerated. Dr. Malachi York, for one. They told the man he had too much influence and they didn't like it. So they stopped him in his tracks. And, all due respect to those who do that with the right intention. If you have that kind of impact on the world, it's always best to use it. Ooh, his energy is so. It's always best to use that intention and that energy towards the right things, right? So if you're going to have the ability to influence many, do it the right way. Meaning, don't influence a bunch of people to rob a building. Don't influence a bunch of people to just commit crime in general. Convince a bunch of people to meditate, elevate, change their mental state, really, really secure themselves, like I said, in God. Really secure themselves in the word. And it's not just about God, because remember, each figure is a optical illusion or something to give to us, something that we can physically understand that resembles us so that we understand our relationship to the higher power. That's why in Asia they have a Buddha. That's why here it's between Christian God, Hispanic God, or Black God, or Jesus rather. They all come in different colors over here, but you know what I'm saying? That's why in the Bible they're like, oh, he came from Africa, and Yeshua. So they say he's Hebrew and he looks like this. In the Bible it says hair like wool, you know. So I mean, and based on the location and what people look like coming from there all along. But you know what I'm saying? Everyone has a figurine for them to resemble themselves towards the higher power, something to look at. So with that being said, one can only understand that the word or the message is not about what it looks like. It's about what it feel like. It's about what it feels like. And what it's supposed to feel like is liberating, actualizing. It's going to give you the ability to feel free. When you hear a good word, your spirit like, it doesn't typically get heavier. Excuse me, spiritual burp. Ooh, excuse me. Okay? So if you have influence, bring people towards the light, not towards the dark. Please. We got enough dark stuff going on in this world. Satan is on everybody's corner, trying to post it on the corner. We don't need too much more of that. Now, for lack of better words, we also have what we all understand to be the ability to choose, the authority to choose. So right now, like I said, I'm putting my ex's energy where it belongs in my life right now so that I can get past any kind of threshold that's been throwing me off, blocking me, binding me. I'm moving towards a better me, right? And in doing that, I'm choosing myself, because choosing myself is so much more important than just well, it's the right thing to do. Because I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. Jesus didn't heal everybody in the Bible. There's a few stories in there where he healed some people. He ain't healed everybody. So your energy, your love, your light is not for everybody. That makes sense? So even with this force of like a million men on my back, trying to tell me or stop me from being who I am, because I'm putting their situation on the back burner instead of letting it control and run my life any further. I'm now taking their energy and putting it where it needs to be placed. I had things that I was doing that I was successful at before certain entities and energies came into my life. And the more that I've been on my self-reflection journey this past 5 years, plus, honestly, longer than that, I've been able to understand that I had things that I was doing, and I still do have things that I'm currently doing that just, for lack of better words, gave me peace. Me being able to be around my clients, my loves, growing my business, really seeing who I was without certain people in my life. Because my whole life I've been up underneath somebody, around somebody. I grew up, we didn't have our own bedrooms. It was 5 of us, and my mom did the best she could, but we didn't have our own bedrooms. We were very close. Okay. So, and when it was time for me to go to college, I only stayed for like half the semester, or yeah, I stayed for one semester, and then I went straight into motherhood. I became pregnant, and I started to live with my grandmother and my father. So again, I still wasn't alone, even as a pregnant person. I went straight to school right after that. So I left college and went straight to cosmetology school. There was no skip. There was no, like, I wasn't like, oh, let me sit around pregnant and just enjoy pregnancy. Like, I was always go, 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 go. But always also around a lot of people. So in these seasons of being able to find out more about myself, really sit down, meditate, and just realize, like, hold on. I, one, am dope as F. Two, I deserve all the blessings that are coming my way. Three, I now understand spell work and ritualistic binding work. So now I'm able to have more discernment about the decisions I'm making. This only happens after you go through life, because you have to grow through what you go through. Like right now, I need to recenter myself. Sierra's chakras and Sierra's body sealed and protected. Marcel's chakras and Marcel's body sealed and protected. I ask that the Galactic Federation come down and cleanse my son's aura and protect his Merkaba. Whew. I ask that the Galactic Federation come down and cleanse my Merkaba and my aura. Heck, For all I know, I might be the Galactic Federation, right? Based on when we understand the true essence of God. Once we've had our Kundalini rising, right? All things that have happened to me over the past, I'd say about 5 years. And I'm sitting here in this knowingness now, and it's just like, I can't believe all the time I've been sitting here, the 6 months, I've been letting certain stuff get out of pocket that I had control over for the last 5 years of my life. I couldn't believe it. Like, I really let this thing come in here and alter my peace when I literally had control over it all this time. So on day 3 this year, I want you guys to understand this very clearly. You will have roadblocks. You will have people who will try to come stop you. You will have people like literally in the spirit realm trying to stand in front of you, stand on top of you, put you in darkness, bind you, block you, put up barriers, trying to make your life just miserable. Not realizing, like, if you block and bind me, you blocking and binding yourself, doo-doo head. If I'm a life path number 1 and I'm a leader, I'm a visionary, and you block me, you're stopping yourself from being able to see the next chapter. Because I literally have, it's so funny, it's on the top of the deck. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I'm going to pick it up right now. High priestess qualities. And we don't say these things with like ego. It's who we are. You can't fake being able to predict the future. Like, my son came down here today. Mom, it's supposed to snow. It's supposed to do this, supposed to do that. I'm like, that's so crazy. Literally, a few days ago, I had a dream right here. Well, I had a seizure because some shadow person had jumped in my body, and then the natural disasters, I told them about them to come. I woke up, and the 2 girls told me they were watching the door and didn't let anyone else see. However, right at that moment, one of the disasters I saw began to happen, and I screamed that this is what I saw in my dream. And then one of the students asked me to hold her while the building began to spin. Then I actually, in real life, woke up and then saw the wind blowing and picking up, like my dream, inside my dream. So when you block and bind a high priestess, you're literally blocking the ability to see what's coming. Why would anybody want to stop seeing the future? If you stop seeing the future, then you're going into a whole entire room of darkness, blinded. Why would you do that to yourself? If you have someone, I might not have the same kind of eyes as you guys have when you're awake, but the kind of eyes I have when I go to sleep, because I'm a Piscean moon. So at night, my dreamer, intuitive side comes out. So that's why when I go to sleep, I go into the spirit realm. Make sense? I would hope so. That's why last night I dreamt, I told y'all the dream. He had a mask on. He was trying to get a certain drink. I'm like, no, that's for my mom. Get away. So anywho, let's get into the rest of the message, because this one is going to be a little bit easier. Hold on. Pick myself up. All right. So let's get straight into the message. Bell sounds do tend to cleanse negative energy. If you know, you know. They help get the crown chakra back activated and vibrating on the right frequency. That's exactly why they took away bells back in ancient civilizations. A lot of times you'll see in history, the bells in the city were seized because those frequencies are what keep people aligned on the correct frequency and vibration for peace and harmony. But they don't want you to know that. But if you go, well, like I said, I'm saying my journey took about 7 years, because I went to the museum, I worked there, and I read up so much about ancient civilizations in Asia, the Hindu culture, Buddhism, you name it, it was there. The only thing that wasn't in there was cometics and Cometian gods. And I learned that through going through the Sacred Woman journey, which was the last portion of what I completed when it came to my spirituality. And I took on that journey when I moved by myself after going through mainstream media's religion, right? And most people believe in that because if you believe in, ancient Egypt, the Greek gods, stuff like that at all, you'll start to see everything bleeds and blends. But anywho, you'll get to this point then later on down the line where you're just going to realize, like, I just have to live in my imagination, and not like in a way where it's like completely outlandish, but in a way where it's completely outlandish. Like yesterday, I got up and I was like, I'm doing Grubhub, and I'm like, I'm about to just go to a dealership and see what I could do with my car. I want a new car. I don't have the best credit score right now. I had a really good credit score when I first moved here because I worked on my energy and I got everything correct. But being here, I forgot about my authority and my power and what I was able to do. So I go to the dealership and I'm like, feeling in my new energy, feeling good. I'm like, I want a new car. What do I need to do? They're like, oh, all you got to do is bring it here. We'll just appraise it. Since it has low mileage, we'll just tell you what the value is. And usually what you do is just transfer the debt over, and you'll just, whatever you owe on that car is what you'll owe on this car. So basically, like, same value, just switch over. I'm like, that's cool because my car used to be a rental car anyway. And it only has like 70,000 miles on it. It doesn't even have 70,000 miles on it. And it's a 2019. So I'm just like, I bet having a new car is actually possible. And then I could also, with that being said, catch up on everything as far as like financials, owing stuff, and then get a brand new insurance policy, and then just feel like breathe, stretch, shake, let it go, move on to the next. Like literally stepping into a whole brand new life by just simply making the decision to. And, it's more possible than you think when you really allow everything around you to just show you that you're in control as long as you know how to manage your energy flow. Now, even better than that, right? Even better than that, I was able to then go to another. I went through my mail. I went to my grandmother's house, and I saw some mail, and it was about my food stamps. Yes, I get food stamps. I mean, I'm a single mom. Reparations. Hello. If I can't get my 40 acres and a mule, I'm going to at least get some food stamps. Okay. The main class of people that have food stamps, if you didn't know, are actually white Americans. In case you didn't know, middle class white Americans. So, with that being said, why would I think for a second that I couldn't win or I shouldn't get them, right? So I'll go ahead and I get my food stamps and everything's going good. Or no, I go through the paperwork and like, if you want to keep your food stamps, what you need to do is prove to us that you have some kind of work by giving us proof of like where you live at, stuff like that. Funny thing, my mother had just gave me a paper saying that she wanted me to, leave for, understand like I'm big. I'm a woman, and it's hard to be a woman in another woman's house. Like it's like two big lionesses like, like I want to be in control. I want to be in control. Your womb power is making me feel like you think that I'm like not significant. And it's like a back and forth thing. So I completely understood like why I needed to leave. And plus I want to be able to walk around my house naked too. And I feel like some man that's not my man is staring at me or curious about my body structure. You know what I'm saying? So needless to say, I go into this headspace of like, all right, tomorrow I got the paperwork. I got everything. Like I literally went through my car. I went and got a car wash, right? And then I went through my car and got all my paperwork sorted. So I'm like, okay, these papers here, these papers here, these papers here, this paper here, this paper here. And then I realized that I still have a job that I'm in the running for where I passed the first fitness test. So I might as well continue on the journey, right? Because I used to be a whole entire government employee before. What would be the problem if I was able to be a government employee before and then stop that and then start a whole spiritual journey and become an entrepreneur? Why wouldn't I be able to do it again? So as much as I'm like, I don't want to be a police officer. Oh my God, it's going to take away my freedom. My shoulders start hurting every time I think about it. It's like, nah, sit down spiritually, get down. You gotta submit to the system. And I don't like how it feels because I've been so free for so long. But I'm like, why not continue the journey and go get the $10,000 sign-on bonus? Work it for some time, see how I go, get some connections in that fraternity, and then after that, move around. I did it before. Oh, I just talked about it, gave me a headache. So maybe not. I don't know. But then I start thinking, like, hold on. If I'm using my imagination, I was able to do it before. I said, well, you know what? I don't want to do security no more. I want to do hair. I said this when I moved to my apartment. And right when I did that, all my friends supported me and came through and booked and got their hair done. A girl, Karen, she came, got her wig done. Jasmine, she was getting, I don't think she came at first. But eventually people started coming around getting their hair done. And they were liking it. It was a cool vibe. And before you know it, I was making as much money doing hair, if not more, than I was doing security. And that same week, the security guard job was like, yeah, we're gonna be taking you off the schedule. And at first I'm like, oh my God, I want my hours. So why are you not giving me my overnight shift? Because I used to work like an overnight 12-hour shift or something, like 2 of those in 1 week. So I wanted to keep, like, I wanted to do 2 more and just be like, all right, I got my 40 hours for the week. And, I just do what I do at night. I don't really want to work in the building. Because when you work in there, you be trying to not fall asleep. People staring in your face while you're nodding off, laughing at you. It's just, So I go in and I'm just like, yo. Brain. I need to make $10,000 to pay off all my debt. How can, oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. Get a tissue. My bad. Love me, don't judge me. We real humans over here. So I'm like, so what do I need to do? Like, spirit, like, what's the plan? What's the given? And lo and behold, hand sanitizer. I come up with the idea. I'm like, hold on, I could start a whole clothing business. I got siblings and friends and people who like to like wear their own clothes. Why am I not just start my business? I got 2 LLCs right now. I can net 30 them for the next 3 months and have good business credit if I start today. So if you go follow me on TikTok, I've been giving tips on what to do to start your LLC. Specifically, I was talking about clothing businesses. So actually today, my son was like, I don't want to go to school. And I'm like, okay. And it just gave me the idea, like, I have today now to sit down and put my business together. So what I'm going to do today is go find the vendors, the outfit with the sweatsuit type. I might even bite my bullet. Like, I don't like to be the first to apologize to people, but I'm going to go ask individuals in my house, hey, what do y'all think about these outfits? What do y'all think about these sweatsuits? What do y'all think about these, y'all see light tonality changing? Greenish right here. And I talk about them, it turns red. Oh, because they're, wow. Oh, wait, no, I'm lying. It's a green light over there. My bad, y'all. I was getting real hype for no reason. We gotta have a whole entire floodlight over there. But ask them what they think about the sweatsuit types, and then like the different logos and stuff. And then, make it a family business. Like, all right, this is Marcel's business. This holiday's coming up. I'm getting everybody a sweatshirt. And then from now on Christmas and holidays, y'all getting something from the company business. And then when we take family photos, if we ever do again, right? We gonna have on the sweatshirts. Everybody gonna be having to match sweatsuits, outfits. I'm gonna make them for the baby too. Everybody's just gonna, because I had to remember to put my blockage back in the compartment that it was in when I came here. I forgot about that aspect, how I had to like put that thing in a box, because that was the thing that was really like hovering over me and making me feel heavy. I was blaming it on everybody else. So what I'm getting at in this message is sometimes you misdirect your anger with people at certain people, and it's like, it's not even them. It's a whole entire other entity or energy that's over top of them that they might not even recognize. So I had to go back into like Sailor Moon, save my day kind of vibe. Like, Hold on. What you not finna do? Just have my head out here hurting and stuff. Have me out here not being healthy because you up in my energy without my permission. Okay. So I know this feels a little draining, a little drawn out because I'm literally mastering this aspect as we speak. But like, getting back to our calm, our own. By remembering where to place our anger at. Solange song, you got the right to be mad, but don't walk around mad. Everybody got the right to be mad, but you got to let it go. Let it go. Whatever it is, let that shit go. Even if it happened this year, on the first of the month, let it go. I'm learning to let go of what I thought I needed to kind of still hold on to, because it's like, if it's meant to come home and meet me again, it will. But right now, I got to put that in its place. Because, like, I don't want to be bothered with that right now. That thing has to deal with its own metamorphosis right now, as do I. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. Let me go ahead and give you a little bit of tarot. I would have a lot more to say, but again, I'm having a whole spiritual war in my own space. As I'm telling you, look, I just saw the devil card. I can't make this shit up. And a death card. That's crazy. And the imposter syndrome card. I just seen the Tower card too. Ace of Pentacles. Somebody's gonna make an offer to somebody. Again, the imposter card is still at the bottom. And I told y'all that in that dream he had on a mask. Child. Y'all better stop playing with us high priestesses. Papa Legba coming through with a message. He said, I'm here to collect, baby. I just seen the Queen of Cups. So there's going to be a treachery or backstabbing, and somebody's going to jail or already is in jail. The person I'm thinking about is already in jail. I can't make this up, y'all. Shango, the warrior spirit, just popped out too. So he ain't going down without a fight. And I'm not mad at that at all. But it's like, I need you to like, I just seen the Queen of Cups, the Chariot. Look, I picked up the cards right. And it went Queen of Cups, Chariot, then Queen of Wands. I can't even redo it. I just saw the Queen of Cups, and then I went like this, and the Chariot came up. So I saw the Queen of Cups, then I saw the Chariot card, and then I went like this, and then the Queen of Cups popped up. And then I saw the Lover's card, but then I see Judgment, Temperance, Sagittarian energy, and the Celebrity card, being able to master a skill. And back to the Chariot. That mastery, that skill is going to be the thing that's going to make it move forward. Trying to tell you, I be mastering skills every day. Like, yo, how we going to get this shit together? And just mastering something brand new. And that's how the blessings, Ten of Cup, female serpent, rainbow energy. The rainbow serpent is feminine energy. So there's a blessing coming from being in feminine energy as well, which is creation energy. And there's a tower coming. You see this little nasty looking dead thing trying to be a big monster and destroy everything for everybody, all the people down there. No, we're drowning. You're destroying our village. Queen of Wands. See, I had a cat in my dream last night, and my cat is actually, he just left out the house. Just be heavy. I just split the deck and the Tower card came back up again. It's time to go through a portal. Three of Swords. Somebody's going to have a heartbreak for this moment, but it's time. Like, it's a long overdue struggle, a long overdue blessing, a long overdue moment. So, Spirit, what are we going to pull out? Let's do the actual pull now. That was a pre-shuffle. So we got the full card first. So somebody has to take a leap of faith. We got the Knight of Pentacles. This talks about being able to be an apprentice. So being ready to humble yourself and be a student, of course. And then we have the Hierophant energy. So somebody's going to be in Hierophant energy, spiritual mastery, having a really reasonable approach to spirituality, of course. Maybe this is going to be the new teacher. But stepping into the Hierophant energy is so important. Oh, what's this just flew out? Three of Cups energy coming. So Three of Cups talks about beneficial acquisition after being like, all that noise around your head. It's like you still gonna have that balance. You see that feather on the front of her head? Remembering to keep your mind light. And you see all these people have head rests, right? Some kind of head adornment, the Hierophant. Like, even me just imagining the Hierophant's crown on my head just brought a lot of the mental agony that's coming with this spiritual battle out of the way. This person has their hair tied up. It helps protect the actual crown of the head. When someone's whole entire family is attempting to fight you in the spirit realm, when they're not even on your spiritual ranking level, it's crazy. The Fool has an adornment of feathers and flowers on their head. So not only did I just exit this boy out, he's been causing us nothing but agony in our household and trying to possess the spirits over here and suck up the energy over here. But now I've put him in his place, and now his family's trying to come over here and fight me in the spirit realm. And look, I just called him out, and it all stopped. Moon, intuition. We just got to a new moon. Okay. Maybe someone was doing moon magic. See how a hater try to block your message just because they can't get in your energy? It's crazy. Five of Swords. Your ass is in jail for a reason. This backstabbing that you done did to somebody, you got caught. Look at the line back there just watching. You vicious motherfucker. I can't wait to bite your fucking head off, you fucking crazy fuck. Coming over here fucking up shit. Queen of Swords. And a pregnant woman on the floor. I remember the day when I lost my pregnancy and I had a miscarriage. Emperor card. It's so funny because I just thought about my brother who's Aries, which is Emperor energy. I'm like, well, I feel this heaviness on my head. And I felt my eye twitch. I know that's him with my eye twitch. See, spiritually, he was supposed to be a part of my team before I moved. He's a part of my team. Him, my sister. Oh my gosh, this is them. They're a part of my spiritual team. Like, we had sectors of our family where they were part of my team, which was weird because they're the two kids who don't have their birthdays in November. The other two kids, their birthdays are in November. But anywho, all eyes are watching at this moment. Even though you may be blind to it or not realizing it, all eyes are on you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Mm. I'm in the middle of shuffling. Look who popped out. This King of Swords. Now, to clarify, this Queen of Swords, this is a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius woman. Um, Same for the King of Swords, a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, masculine. What's he got to say? Well, I feel his energy coming through strong. What you got to say, sir? Let's see. He says he wants to be the man that brought the fire and the spark back to the situation. He wants to be the one to reignite the flame. Even after his missed trials and his missed opportunities and his mismanagement of people's energy and time, he wants to come back. And it says to be patient because there is love there. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, this card speaks to like spiritual patience, the ability to be patient. Hold on, my eyes twitching. I'm like tapping into the spiritual battle right now. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure everybody's okay. Excuse me. Just kicking some energies where they need to go. Hold on 1 second. Whew. Okay. So the Lover's card goes with that leap of faith, that Fool card. Okay, King of Swords. Well, you need to, you know what they say? We broke up and got back together. To get her back, I had to sweater. Because after somebody tried to embed, look, the apology always got to be as loud as the disrespect publicly, period. The Ace of Pentacles, so an offer will be being made, and it seems like an offer of some kind of family, love, abundance, and that's going on top of this apprentice card, willing to be an apprentice, willing to be taught again, willing to be, you know, reared up, humble oneself so you can be led. What else do we have for us today, Spirit? What else? What else? This was a lot. Okay, we got the Shango warrior spirit coming out. So somebody's a warrior. So maybe the King of Swords is the warrior, but I see the King of Wands has popped out, and it's right on top of the Hierophant. So the Hierophant energy, being able to make those precise decisions on what to do and what not to do when it comes to war. We also have the King of Wands here. I just seen the King of Wands pop up. I already know. My other brother coming to town. It's like, stay guy. And that's lining up with the Three of Cups. But I'm also seeing an imposter syndrome card. So maybe he's not as tough. That's lining up with the moon card. Maybe there's some moon magic incorporated. Well, somebody has to be quick-witted and quick thinking. So maybe he is quick-witted and quick thinking. Maybe he was identity thefting. I don't know. He might have been stealing somebody's identity. I don't know. But the quick-witted thinking also comes with the Five of Swords, the person going to jail. So I don't know. I don't know if the person who's already in jail is going to stay in jail, or if somebody new, the King of Wands, might be experiencing some kind of spiritual jail or might be going to jail. I feel like there's like a whole entire trial going on right now. Everybody's trying to like plead their case. And you know, Empress card is popping up. And that's popping up on top of the Queen of Swords. The Empress is the one who's mastered all forms of spirituality. So not only have we mastered the pentacles and having the money flow, but we've also mastered the sword, the mind. And then not only have we mastered the sword, the mind, and the pentacle, we've also mastered the cup, which is knowing your soul, you know? And then last but not least, knowing your spirit with the wand. So that's lining up with the Queen of Swords. So maybe my baby sister is more mastered than I think. She might be able to teach me something. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. Clarify more. I know I let her put my personal on this too. But you know, hey, I can't help it. The Queen of Pentacles just popped out. This is a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn woman, or just someone who's grounded and financially abundant. That's lining up with the Emperor. The Emperor is going to go towards whoever is that financially abundant woman, or whoever he can make an investment in. Shout out to this Ace of Pentacles card. Once he makes this investment, she will change into the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. Four of Wands, speaking to just getting some notoriety in your community. You know, finally being able to like people can finally see you for who you are. Oof. Sorry, something was just heavy as fuck on my back. Six of Cups. I'm reading a lot of people's different energies, so excuse me. Six of Cups. This energy is coming through really heavy. Okay. Six of Cups speaks to getting your generational wealth, getting your gifts from your ancestors. You see this person here singing. I've been singing a lot more, and that's coming with the King of Swords. I can't hold y'all. My great grandmother, she did release a few more gifts to me in spirit when I decided to spiritually agree to like being around a King of Swords before I moved out of my apartment. Like when I moved out of my apartment, I agreed to like be in his energy, but I feel like his energy was met with opposition from my family because they're so used to my King of Cups past life into, relationship. It's like out with the old and in with the new. You know, I moved me out of my old apartment, which my old life was attached to. All my stuff from there is gone. All my belongings from there is gone. So now it's time to move into something more new. But they're like, hold on, but didn't he try to do something bad to you too? Like, didn't everybody try to do something bad? I haven't seen one person who, look, let he who was without sin cast the first stone. Especially if you haven't taken accountability for everything that you've done. Don't be out here pointing the finger at nobody when you haven't taken at least 1 ounce of accountability. Okay. Star card. Star. This is Aquarius energy. But anybody can be a star. Anybody can have star energy. And that comes with the man who brought the spark and the flame. I did have an ex who used to be like, I'm the one that brought the spark. I'm the one that brought the flame. I'm like, child. Sun card. Masculine energy, joy. And that goes with that patience. You will get joy once you learn to be patient in this situation, because this is a very trying situation. I'm not gonna lie to you. The energy is very heavy. 10 of Cups, that blessing, those abundance, that lover, that jumping, that leap of faith, that fool card, that lover card, all of that is going to bring in the blessing of the 10 of Cups. And that's where the rainbow serpent comes in at, that feminine energy. 6 of Swords, being able to finally trap death. Also, someone has to go through some kind of surgery, and it looks like they're doing surgery on their private parts, honestly. So watch out for your sacral chakra. That's really like the place that determines whether you are experiencing life or death. When people need more life, they usually pull from your sacral chakra. So be mindful and protect your sacral chakra. Queen of Wands. This is this Sagittarius, Aries, Leo woman who might have just outsmarted death. That's lining up with the Shango warrior spirit and the Hierophant card. So there's a Queen of Wands that's actually more in her Hierophant energy than people like to believe. Then we have the Hermit card. Okay. Witch doctor. That's lining up with the King of Wands and the 3 of Cups. So maybe the King of Wands was doing a little bit of hocus pocus behind the scenes. And with the 3 of Cups, they were successful at using it for a period of time, but now it's time for them to pay it forward with this 5 of Pentacles lack card. And that's going on top of this 5 of Pentacles, this 5 of Wands. Is that Wands? This 5 of Wands, which is the Imposter card, and the Moon. So it's time for all the what's done in the dark comes to the light sooner or later, just ain't right. Spirit said, no more identity theft out here. People about to be seen for who they really are. Take all the masks off. Take all the hats off. Who are you at the heart? When you wake up in the morning, what's your first intention? If I make everybody wake up at peace this morning, what's your first thing gonna do? What's your first move? What's your first move? What's the first thing you think about doing when you wake up? Is it attacking people? Is it starting to do your spell work, your witchcraft? What is it? What is it? We watching you. All eyes are on you right now. What is it that you start doing when you wake up? Do you attempt to meditate? What are you trying to do in the morning? Right? People be trying to do too much in the morning. It's like, that ain't even for you. Let me turn that shit over real quick. People be trying to steal too much. They be doing too much. Doing entirely too much. And now everybody's hands have been shown because everybody was on live being watched, online being watched. Universe is just looking at them like, wow, they really are exactly who they. Okay. Wow. They really are energy vampires. Yes. They really do steal people's energy. Yes. They really think they're entitled to. Yes. They really believe that yes. Meanwhile, ain't nobody else doing nothing to that. Yes. I can't call it at all. I can't call it. I can't call it. Let me see. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Because people just be doing the wrong shit every morning. They wake up on the wrong side of fucking stupidity every day. And they be like, I'm getting away with it. Yeah, no, you're not. Look, that's why this Queen of Wands, Hermit card, Poverty card is covered up right here. You're not getting away with doing that shit no more. We watching you. Why are you doing that? Spirits are just like, so you don't want them blessed because what? Look, I can't make it up. The ancestors that possess the bodies of young children and create madness and wickedness and unrightness in their head. It's right here. The card popped up. I ain't had to say nothing. Two of Wands. Let me read it off the book for y'all because y'all know I don't like. She's just interpreting that. No, no, no. Let me read it straight out the book. It says hardship, awkwardness, madness, confusion, delirium, uncertainty, fears for future sadness. It says, O bamboo, spirit of the unburied dead that possesses newborns with madness. O bamboo. Oh, when I flipped it over, got a tower. Child. Call them spirits when you see them. Removing all Leviathan spirits from the household. Removing all Jezebel spirits. Removing all, what's the other? Lilith spirits. Remove them. Call them by their name. Call me by your name. Tell me you love me in private. And he was on a pole to the devil, right? Better call them spirits by their name. Like, I see you, Leviathan spirit. Get up out of here. I see you, you Lilith spirit. I see you, Jezebel. I can see you. And all you be trying to do is like, look, while I'm doing my little thing, while I'm naked, I want to cover up your third eye so that you're not minding my business. Okay, stop minding my business. Because I don't be sitting here getting up in y'all's third eye minding y'all business. I don't watch y'all. Y'all be watching me a lot though. Okay. Eight of Wands. Okay, love at first sight card still pops up. And that's on top of the Empress and the Queen of Swords. So you might have Queen of Swords in your chart, or you might headstrong be a Queen of Swords in your sun sign. I know I'm a Queen of Swords by my rising sign. I'm a Gemini by rising, but also my sun sign is a Scorpio / Sag. So I come off as a Gemini because I'm already a cusp baby anyway. So, and it does make you a thinker. But anywho, I ain't gonna claim that. That could just be an Aquarius out there, you know. All right, Death card. And this is over the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor. So a new rebirth is going to happen. So when someone goes for their love at first sight, they're going to have a rebirth, they're going to have a death, and they're going to realign, redirect their energy. It's going to come back to their spine, and they're finally going to Kundalini rise and move into the new phase. So whoever this applies to, I'm happy for you, sis. Shout out to you and your rebirth, your new manifestation. and you being able to finally cultivate some peace in your space. Shout out to you for your new journey. You deserve it. If you're anything like me and you've gone through any of the stuff that I've gone through this past 6 months, you deserve it. People continuously trying to put you in your place, trying to hurt you, harm you, trick you out of your spot. Like, it's too much at this point. It's too much. I'm not going to take that. That was too many. It's too much. I see the Chariot card, though. It's too much. It has been too much attack on you and your abundance and your blessings and your preordination of everything that you were meant to be and called to be in the spirit. Hello? It's time for you to get away and go isolate. And that's on top of the 4 of Wands and the observer card. So even when you go away, and you will be getting notary for going away, it's because people are watching you and you can feel it. So you're needing to get away from the eyes around you that don't serve you. Because see, I got a lot of eyes on me that do serve me, right? Those eyes, they really care about me. They're like, oh, okay, bet, shout out to sis. They give me good energy. They give me good vibration. They doing their thing. They want me to do my thing. They, sending blessings. They pouring into me. I'm pouring into them. It's reciprocity. We all trying to grow, get somewhere, really show out and show up for each other. Help each other up. As Beyonce said, my friends, real friends, better than your friends, yeah. That's how we keep hopping out that bins, yeah. No smoke, we ain't even gotta pretend, yeah. They pull me up, pull me up, and never let me down. Okay. Then we have the Night Walker card. This is a person who does spell work and stuff while you're asleep. They're doing that because they see you're blessed and you got gifts. And then we see the King of Wands. The King of Swords. Ooh, so was the King of Swords trying to do some kind of spell work to take away the gifts of a chosen one at night? Let's put him on trial right quick. Were you taking away someone's gifts? The collective wants to know, were you out here stealing people's gifts at night? Oh, shucks now. Somebody's being exposed. Let's get more. Excuse me. So funny. I never used to burp this much when I lived in my own apartment by myself. I never needed to burp this much spiritually as I do here. Weird observation. Okay, so there's going to be an abundance coming soon after long, hard work for this Star card / the man who brought fire. But I do see the Devil card here. And the Devil card speaks to being able to explore seduction in the light, in a positive way, where you're now able to be sensual with someone and do it for the right reasons and express yourself and explore. Because a lot of us, we didn't get the chance to really explore our tantra, whatever you call it, or our God body and get, intimate using our God body. A lot of us, we were just intimate on a physical level. And then we got spiritual, and then we didn't do anything. And then we started to learn about our tantra. And it was like, oh, shucks. So a lot of us haven't been able to explore our tantra with someone else who's equally yoked with us. So when you find that person, ooh, fuego. Maybe that's where this abundance is coming in for this star card, man who brought the fire. Finally being able to explore this devil energy, this, sensuality. But I see it's also teaming up with this sun card slash this seven of pentacles, which is patience. So you'll be able to explore this with somebody, but be patient. So you do it with the right person, right? Because everybody doesn't deserve this level of sensuality from you. Now in the dark, this is like being exploited, like being expressive with your sexual energy, like too much. Like you just don't know how to put your spiritual dick in your pants. You just all over the damn place. You in everybody's face, on everybody's corner. You ready to give your wand to every damn body. You ready to give your yoni to everybody. You don't even want to save it for yourself. You just think that's the only way to everything go, which is true. That does bring in energy, but you're not supposed to use it the way that you think you are doing it right now. You're doing it wrong. Boundaries, self-respect. That's how you get leveled up. Because when you're used and abused by the streets, don't nobody want your ass no more. And some people will be getting the impression that other people are being used by the streets, but really it'd be their family being weird. Because they just got that kind of energy where it's like everybody just wants to be in it. Ten of Pentacles. The ancestors about to bless you with family and with money. Because they said so. And they're watching over your union. Like I said, I had ancestors actually give me gifts once I got into a certain relationship or certain connection with a person. They're like, we like him. Yeah, I saw my grandmother smiling in spirit. I'm like, oh shit, she's staring at me dancing like, oh yeah, we like him. It gave me the whole, they gave me the side, look, they gave me my wand or my what's the thing called? My staff. So they gave me my staff. They gave me my blue dress. She gave me my shoes, I think. She gave me a pentacle. And she gave me my head. She gave me my crown as well. So my grandmother already told me I'm a princess. Like, I don't care what nobody around me say. My grandma said what she said. So you be mad if you want to. But she said what she said. She said what she said. And she meant it. And she will see to it that it gets accomplished before I leave this earth. Yes, sir. My grandma gave me all my spiritual gifts. She blessed me with so many. It was after I got connected with her. She was like, yes, I love this for you. She gave me a PC monitor screen so I could see well. She gave me so much. It was released to me once I finally found the man that I was supposed to be with. And my family tries to take it from me when I move here. This is why I should have never moved here. And I can't make this up because Spirit told you I'm telling nothing but the truth. She blessed me with all of that stuff right when I moved, right before I moved out. And I wasn't supposed to move out. I was supposed to stay, but I didn't trust it. I just was like, oh, I'm trying to help my family be a good person, not realizing family left me for dead. I should have never came back and helped them. So she was like, here's your gifts. And my other grandmother, she gave me another gift. She was like, this is your biggest gift right here. She also gave me my hands, my Reiki healing hands. But I got hate and family around me. Because I'm looking at it now, I'm like, why my sacral chakra feel like it's blocked? Oh, hold on. Woo. There goes the headache on the front of the brain that's blocking. My other grandmother gifted me the swirl. Y'all already know the swirl. She said, you are a very good nurturer, so I give you the swirl. Of course, my mom tried to steal it because she, tried to get it when instead of letting her give it to me because I was too young for it back then. And then my other grandmother gave me the confidence. Well, she was really my aunt. But she gave me confidence and self-discovery. Being able to go against the grain and knowing that I was meant to go against the grain and be myself. And that's on the wheel of motherfucking fortune, bitch. Ow. So people currently try to trick me out of my spot. And if you're a part of the collective, then you know the chosen ones, they always try to trick us out of our spot. But I had to do the work and remember who the fuck I was before I moved here to this house. And now that I remembered, I'm like, oh shit, that's all my stuff. What you got my clothes on for? You try to steal my spiritual clothes? Like, first of all, hold on. People be just trying to destroy your shit, bruh. I had a dream that my ex's family was going to jump into my house and try to destroy everything. When I sent my son in that house on Thanksgiving, something was like, don't do it. And now I see why. They wanted to get in there and get access after a change had already been made in the universe. And my dumbass actually took him over there. Because everybody else in the family had left, so I didn't want to have him, like, for Thanksgiving, not have nobody to talk to. But my grandparents was like, I should have went over to their house. They told me to come over there. I wasn't paying attention. Everybody was blocking my intuition, but now that my intuition is back properly functioning, and I've blocked off the correct people and put them in their boxes where they belong. Now things are starting to get off a lot better. Move a lot more smoothly. I'm able to appropriately function. Push all that dirty shit out of my way. There's a lot of major arcana in this read, but I'm about to go ahead and break y'all down or break this down so I can give y'all numbers. So all it took was for me to get shot down one good time for me to remember who the fuck I was. And I hope, collective, that the same goes for you. For our major arcana today, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We've never had over 14 major arcana in one read. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We've never had over 14 major arcana in a read. That's funny. Maybe the number 14 is going to be special to somebody. For our fire, our spirit, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the wand speaks to a big spiritual upgrade or recognition or recognition. So, and I also talked about getting back to the origin. So, like you heard me talk about my ancestors, everything that we came back from, getting to the origin. Like, if you have a business that you're going to start, right? It should also serve your origin. So, like, if you know where you come from, like I know I come from the city. Everybody in DC likes to look cool, but everybody likes to be comfortable. One thing you could never not have is a sweatsuit. So that's why I like comfortability, because I like the matching suits. Like, how Toby and we wear all them. Everybody been wearing like the matching color, like monochromatic. I even had a dream that I was gonna have an all yellow living room, right? So like everything was yellow. I'm talking about from the. Hold on one second, y'all. Woo! I'm talking about like the couch was yellow, the vases was yellow, but it was like different yellows all over the place in my dream. And I was pregnant, right? But so my outfits, everything all mint green, but like different mint greens, like forest green here, mint green here, just the whole shindiggy, right? So then we have for our wealth abundance, our material gain, we have 1, 2. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 is good. 7 is a pretty significant wealth transfer. So there will be a good wealth or spiritual wealth transfer today. Heavy on the spirit origins card today, but definitely big on the wealth transfer today too. 1, 2, 3, 4 for cups. So not a lot of soul searching to do here. I think a lot of us are pretty much aware of where our soul is, whether we're light, dark, in between, high, low, what we got to work on. So I don't think that we're going to have too much soul work to do today. And 1, 2, 3, 4 for the sword. So we really got our minds made up too. Our minds are pretty clear in the collective. I think we all are like aware of what we got to do, where we're going, and what we want to do, and who we want to do it with. So yeah, and then the major arcana, there's big shit going on though. Big pentacle, like big shit, big names, big things are happening. Crazy things are happening. At the number 14, it's a lot of major shit's happening today. So be on the lookout for them. And drop a comment below and let me know what you've seen. And if this message resonated with you, also feel free to like the video because it's free. Don't go nowhere. Don't miss me. I love you. Please send me kisses. Drop some let's see, which emoji should I do? Drop a green leaf down below if you're feeling my vibe, because we all nature babies over here. It's a real natural thing over here. So drop a green leaf down below if you're feeling the vibe. The green leaf emojis. I hope y'all can do that online, on phone. Green leaf emojis. No weed. No weeds over here. These are all plants of abundance. We don't do the weeds over here. We like to prune the weeds over here. We like to definitely get the weeds out of the area over here. Okay. So, with that being said, this was a great read. Feels good to remember my shit, remember what the fuck I came from, and remember my authority. Like I almost fucked around and forgot who the fuck I was in the last 6 months. Child. I was trying to drive my ass and fucking insane. I'm like, hold on. I was given some gifts. And them gifts, they not in my bank. Somebody stole from me spiritually. So if you aren't aware, before I go, people can spiritually steal from you. Your grandparents give you spiritual gifts. Like some people give you intuition, some people give you like pretty dresses. Like Beyonce said in her song, she's like, I'm gonna leave all my pretty dresses to my daughter. You know, I don't never want her to go without. Or like Offset says, my kids gotta have money, not just me. That's selfish. People been stealing from me spiritually ever since I moved in this house, boy. Been stealing, just stealing. And I remember my ex called me and was like, I'm sorry they took all your stuff. Fuck you, bitch. You stole my shit. And you sent your family to come steal it too. I seen it in my dreams. See, one thing about a sidekick, you can't fuck around on me. The whole family came up in my house, started ripping the curtains down, start breaking the windows and shit. His family. And if my house is what I think it is, then I should have never sent my son over to their house on Thanksgiving. Passion. Fuck you. Don't come over here with that bullshit. Y'all stole my shit. And I'm coming back for every bit of it. And I'm drying you motherfuckers dry. Get my shit back. My shit. They gave it to me, not you. I can let you borrow it, but it's not yours. I was gifted with certain spiritual abilities so that I could handle a certain mission that the ancestors asked me to carry out. That doesn't mean I want to share it with you all the time, because that's not what they told me to do. If they did, we wouldn't be fighting over it, you fool. It's mine. The full moon, stillness, island, solitude, and take a deep breath, girl, because you purification, communion, and strength. Okay, period. All in the read, and Mama Gaia is here to nurture it all. Okay, y'all gonna give my shit. I want my Merkaba. I want my crown. I want my pretty blue dress. And I need my staff back. And my pentacles, which means my money, my abundance. They still trying to block my crown chakra. I can't help that what the ancestors gave me is what they gave me. Because they know me, if I use my tools, I can manifest the right avenue to get us down the right place. Because I've always spoke about having gratitude and not attitude. So for me to get into a situation where people are not showing me gratitude, it was crazy for me. But I'm happy that the ancestors reclaimed my authority and my abundance back. Hopefully I can continue to keep this up. And yeah, I get to enjoy my spiritual wealth. I'm like, oh, well, he did something to you too. You look, everybody done did something to me at this point. So ain't nobody innocent. But my grandparents gave me clothes so that I wouldn't be out here butt naked and exposed. They wanted all eyes on me because they knew I had some shit to do. Sierra's sacral chakra and Sierra's body, purified, cleansed, and renewed. Thank you, Lord. Sierra's root chakra, cleansed, purified, and renewed. Thank you, Lord. Sierra's 3, closed up and sealed. The crazy things people do when they think you're not watching them is like madness. What a whole bunch of badness. Okay. Trying to cleanse my son's feminine energy out. Make sure it's balanced and abundant. So for day 3 of this new year, take your power back and remember who the fuck you are, baby girl, because you're a star. I hate that sometimes I have to get distracted when I'm doing these readings and everybody's trying to pull. But baby, I promise, in the next few, your girl will be repaired. There'll be no holes in my ship. I will not be sinking. Everything will be back to normal, how it's supposed to be. Okay. I'm just looking like, again, please help me understand why you're entitled to my Yanni space. It's like, my dress protects my root chakra, keeps me clothed out here. That thing that the queens used to wear, they used to stick up in the back to go over their heads in the back. I'm finally being placed on my throne appropriately. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. I appreciate the protection. I appreciate the family heirlooms that come from my whole family bloodline. I appreciate the men who actually help me stay here and don't destroy me, that really care about me and won't ever try to harm me. All right, y'all. It's time for me to go. I love y'all. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. Y'all be gods. And remember, like Tabitha say, if you can't have a great day, don't make today a hate day. I just remixed it. But I love what she be saying though. All right, y'all. Peace.